study about trade union. Trade unions are a core part of the industrial relations because the trade unions represent the workers in the organization. So the trade unions actually work on behalf of the workers and the employees in the company. So in this topic we are going to look at trade unions and what do they do, the different types of roles, the different types of trade unions, and basically two types of trade unions, registered and unregistered trade unions, and how do the trade unions get registered and what are the things that the trade unions need to do in order to be registered as a trade union. So first let us look at a definition. What is trade union? It is in an organization, it is a group of people which represents the employees' interest in the workplace, and they seek to regulate the employment relationship through direct process of collective bargaining with management. So this is important. The trade unions look for the interest of the employees. They regulate the employment relationship. By regulating the employment relationship, we mean that they control the employment relationship or they try to influence the employment relationship with the management. So this is known as trade union. The process by which they regulate the relationship is called collective bargaining. It is called collective bargaining because it involves bargaining of the workers collectively or jointly with the management. So it is known as collective bargaining. So there are certain features which distinguish the trade unions. These are the characteristics or functions of the trade union. So these are the functions. Let us talk about these functions in short. So first of all, the power is a key function of the trade union. By power we mean that the trade union tries to gain power through its actions. So we can understand that the trade union is a collective force. As a result, they can generate power or they can exercise power inside the organization. So according to Heyman, the trade union is defined as something which is an agency or a medium of power. And as we can understand, they derives its power from collective strength and solidarity of membership. That is why when trade unions have more members, they can exercise more power inside the organization and also outside the organization. The second part is talking about acting as a countervailing force to the employer and the pressure group within the society. So for various purposes, the trade union can act as a force against the employer. It bargains against the employer, so it can resist things which are being said or proposed by the employer, and also it can act as a pressure group within the society. That means it can influence people or the society to do good things and to help the people in the society, like raising awareness about different issues in the society and different problems. Of the trade union is influenced by certain factors. We already talked about it. The size of the trade union influences the power that it can exert. So the bigger the trade unions, the greater the power that they can have in the organization. Then leadership quality is very important. If the leadership is not good, even if the trade unions are large in size, the trade unions will not be that much effective, and the decision making of the trade unions will be poor because the leaders are not good. So as a result, when choosing the leaders for the trade union, it is very important to have very good leaders, very leaders with proper skills. A trade union also is linked with the politics of the nation. Most of the times, the trade unions are affiliated with certain political party. So as a result, they are also involved in the politics of the country. So this influences the political aspects, and vice versa, the political scenario or the political landscape also influences the trade union. So the trade union is affiliated with a party which has come to the power, then the trade union will then enjoy more power. And lastly, the trade unions are also sometimes it's an issue. Basically, the political parties can exploit the workers' interests, and that can also threaten the existence of the power. So the trade union plays a very important regulatory function. The first function that it plays is the economic regulation. So through the collective bargaining in the organizations, the trade union can have a very important influence on the wages and the monetary terms of employment in the organization and the industry as a whole. So this is going to influence the wages of the employees, workers throughout the country, and also the monetary terms such as the number of hours that is being worked, the amount of overtime, other benefits. All these things are part of the collective negotiation with the employer. And the other regulation that the trade union exercises is the job regulation. So this can mean like what type of job the workers are going to do, how much power, authority, and these aspects the workers are going to enjoy in the organization. So these are also important regulations that the trade unions make in the organization. Then we have few other functions of trade union, that is social change. So the trade union is actually a group of people. Usually it has a large number of members, and as a result it can have a lot of influence in the society. So if all the members in the society, in the trade union, are convinced about certain social change and they start implementing, then the trade union can bring about positive social changes in the country, such as fight against child marriage and such other things. The trade union also provides some services, like it can help the members avail health services at a discounted rate, or it can help the members avail other services like schooling for the children or daycare facilities. So the trade union ensures that the members can enjoy these type of services, and when anyone becomes a member of a trade union, then they can also avail these services. The last function is about self-fulfillment. So when someone becomes a member of a trade union, that person becomes a part of a larger group of people, and as a result that person enjoys some self-fulfillment or enjoys self-satisfaction by being member of the trade union. So now if we talk about the types of trade union, usually trade unions are of the basic type. So this is a trade union in the plant level. That means if there is a plant or manufacturing unit, over there a trade union is formed, and that is known as a basic trade union. Then we have more than one trade union, then that becomes a trade union federation. So that is a trade union federation. This definition is as per the labor law. So most of the definitions and the clauses come from the labor law, and we will be covering the labor law as well in later chapters. So the trade union federation classified into different types. One is known as an industrial federation. So when we talk about industrial federation, it means that these are trade unions which are coming from the same industry or similar industry. So we have like trade union federations in garments industry, so that is called Garments Worker Federation. Or we have trade union federations in textile industry, that is Textile Workers Federation. So what do? They basically prepare, submit, negotiate charter of workers demands to the management. That is the primary responsibility. And then we have the National Federation, which consists of trade unions from different categories of industry. So it can be a combination of say garments and jute, like that. Okay. So for example, we have Bangladesh Chemical Energy and Allied Workers Federation. So this consists of trade unions which come from various companies in different types of chemical industry and other related businesses. So the function of the Industrial Federation is same as the National Federation, and the National Federation and the Industrial Federations have same functions. So that's it in the trade union part, and then we will have further discussions on this topic.